We're good to go? All right, all right. Moya is so busy. 2026 is happening. The community, I need busy. And I want to say that please feel free to reach out to us. If there's any community news, things that you need Umpagati to know, that's what we're here for. The live streams are about us communicating with each other now. Um, the royal houses in Africa have been coming together. We've been seeing, um, yeah, we've been seeing the royal houses coming together to try and reclaim back our land and our rights in this country. You've seen with the channel, we followed some royal houses. If you look at African kingdoms sessions, we've got the Bachulukwe clan. We've got lots of clans there. So you can actually just go back there and learn about everything. But today, we've got King Bongani Ramunta, who is also part of the Bachulukwe clan. And you're here to just give us guidance. Because the thing, my problem with this movement with the royals is that Ingati, there's one here, there's one royal here, then there's this, then there's that, and African advocacy this side. So Ingati and Shanganang.
Okay, no. So thank you very much, Nziki. Look, in Dabaya, the royal, the kings and queens is a very complex, and it's one that is very key and important to our country and our roots. And our kids need to know more about it, and they need to sit down and get to understand the history of it, because these are the last generation, by the way, of kings and queens. And
Why do you say that?
If we don't get it right, we should know that it's already doomed and collapsed. Because the intention of the Zionist and the capitalist is to destroy the kingship, and the reason why they are divided is because of the child that they gave birth to, which is government. When they gave birth to African Native National Congress, the intention was that the kings wanted to unite to be on the upper house, so that they can be the one who are in charge of the mines, the raw minerals, and then have rather lower houses, where now it's the government, where we focus on the means of production, where now you've been given the land, so that we can govern. And government, basically, it means culture. Government, it means law. You talk about government, it means culture, it means law. But which law? There's a law of the universe, and there's a law of kings. You ought to be able to differentiate the two. And I'll go back to the Bible, because I know a lot of people these days, they are skeptical about it. The Bible, God says he has brought a child who is carrying a government upon his shoulder, meaning that he was carrying the heavenly government on earth to colonize the earth with a heavenly mentality, because government is law, it's culture, it's nature. So that is the law that he was bringing. And he says he's a king of kings. So he's a king who's producing kings. Why? Because kings are the one that must be in charge of the government, of the law. In that law, it must be a law that we know that it's got morals, it's got character, it's got humanity, ubuntu napagati. So we've lost that law. So the upper house now is being changed. Now it's no longer the kings who are in the upper house now. Now the ones that are in the upper house are the families of the mafias in our country, are the ones that are kings now. And then the lower house is the current government that take orders from those few families, those mafias, those cartel, those capitalists, are the ones who have the means of production, are the ones who own the minerals. We don't own minerals. Government doesn't own minerals. There's no king that owns minerals. But they bought those land. They bought the land back. So the kings, how they divide them now, is the child that they formed, which is a government that is in charge now. That child now goes back to his father, which is a king, and say, as from now on, I'm taking over. I'm Copter now, as your son. Now you're going to report to me. I'm going to give you money. I'm going to give you salary. of 1.2 million a year, I'm taking over the land. So you have no say anymore. Cocta has a say. A child who was born in 1998, a king who had all the land from the 1823. So a child of 1998 tells a king of 1823 who has all the land, the documents, and you say, now I'm taking over, I'm in charge. You don't tell Cocta no one is in charge. It's those Zionists that are in charge. So the kings now, they're divided because some are under Cocta, some they refuse to be in Cocta. So it's a division already. It's about the stomach. It's no longer about the community, it's no longer about the constituency. It's about the stomach.
And that is what we're facing. That's what we're seeing with the kings. I mean, even the elevation of the Zulu king, that's unacceptable.
Exactly. I mean, it's funny because if you have to follow the bloodline, the tribe, you start realizing that some of the people are not even kings. They have been appointed by their friends there in the Cocta so that they can be able to eat money together. Because they fear that the mines that are owned by this capitalist, we're going to take them back. Right now, we're sitting on the capitalists who own 90% of the means of production. Now you've got water here, it wrote Moya. This water was supposed to be in Checkers, ShopRite, Pick and Pay. Those are gatekeepers because if you put your water, what's going to happen to their Vibri water, whatever they call it? I don't even know the names, I'm not interested. What's going to happen to that? It means you're going to challenge them. So you're challenging their means of production. So that is why there's no factories in our townships. There is no industries in our townships. That's the reason why now our youth cannot provoke ideas and come up with ideas that can change or bring the means of production. I mean, now we're in 31 years of democracy, if we can mention that. Do you know any cell phone that we own in South Africa? Not even a clothing line. A young man who's got a clothing line, I don't want to mention the name of the clothing line.
It's owned by white, that clothing line. They just use his name.
They just use the name. You got and it's not even made in South
Even all the alcohol brands, they act as if I own, this is my, it's not. The whites own it.
Yeah, even those guys, they claim that they own mines. They own nothing. They're just, frankly, they don't own those mines. The mines are owned by the capitalists. If they own that mine, why don't they take the gold and the platinum and start opening industries and say, let's employ the youth, let's train them how to mine, let them sharpen this gold, and then after that, let us do accessories and all those things, and then take them outside the country. You can't do that because they don't belong to us. So the kings now have seen that. We, as the activists as well, we believe that there are fallen heroes like Krisani, Steve Biko. Now we understand what they were fighting for. Now we understand why they were removed, because they wanted to deal with the black consciousness. They don't want black people to understand who they are, what they are made of, that they come from the soil of Africa, that the body comes from that soil of Africa. They were made by that soil, and that soil is the one that was hidden the minerals. So their bodies are equivalent to the minerals of the country. And Mother Africa wants us to be restored as black people. But they're seeing it. You know what they're doing now? They're bringing more and more alcohol, so that our kids can be distracted from this. So now kings have to come together. Because if they don't, their time is over. They should know that their time, it's over. So it's their choice, whether they come together, because there's no king that is above the other. Because it says king of kings. So it means they are all equal. Doesn't matter the size of your territory. They are all equal. You know. So the kings have to realize that they're equal. Ego must not be part of their unity. Pride and arrogance must be put aside. Humbleness and humility will really bring back our country. So we as South Africans, by the way, across Africa, we are the only one that can rescue Africa. Because we're not South African, we are Tanzania. Because South Africa is a cooperative. It's owned by the capitalists, the Zionists, which we are not scared to mention their names. They own it. So they must take their South Africa go and we rename it as Azania. Because all African countries, they're waiting for South Africa. Without Azania, I can tell you, there will never be unity in Africa. We're not going to trade amongst ourselves. Take Zimbabwe and South Africa only. Combine the two, they'll give you 90% of platinum.
Yo.
Zimbabwe, South Africa only. And what will platinum do? It will increase our currency. These pounds and dollars, they're nothing if you can bring Zimbabwe and South Africa together. We are sitting on 90% of platinum. What do you think who's going to challenge us in this world? No one. No one. Zimbabwe has got platinum. Our politicians are mining in Zimbabwe. They're mining and they're not taking care of the people of Zimbabwe. They're only taking care of the president of Zimbabwe because the president has allowed them to mine there. And he says, mine and give me my share. They don't employ anyone in Zimbabwe. They're suffering. But there's mines there. They're mining platinum. All these politicians that you see defending xenophobic and all those things, they're mining. Google gold research, they're mining in Zimbabwe. I don't want to mention their names. The ones that are busy talking about expropriation of land without compensation and all those things, they're mining in Zimbabwe. It's their interest. It's not the interest of the community. If you talk about expropriation of land without compensation, for 13 years, who did you give land to? Who owns land now? Let's start there. Since 1994 till this date, who owns land? Who owns mines? Yeah.
Yo. So then what are the kings going to do?
And now the kings, the kings must unite. And the unity of the kings is going to be the unity of the nation. Because the nation is disgruntled. Their eyes have been opened up. The layer is being removed. They are very aware now what is happening. The constituency is waiting. We're sitting on 62.7% of unemployment rate, of youth unemployment rate. They are very aware now. They need us to rescue them. They need kings to rescue them. And we're talking about the age of 18 to 35, right? Now let's go to the age of 35 to 50 unemployment rate. Only 18 to 35 is sitting on 62.7%. So if you go from 35 to 50, how many percent are we sitting on? It's possible that we're sitting on 80% of unemployment rate. There's no interest in this. We can't manufacture our own water, can't manufacture our own TV, can't manufacture our own clothes. And the texture, they come from Africa. We can't even manufacture nothing that we can manufacture. A toothpick, a simple thing. Now these kids, we're breeding anarchy. If the kings are not going to control the situation and stand and say now enough is enough, the country must shut down. We want our minerals and land back to give it to our kids. This morning, I had 2,000 youth. I was addressing 2,000 youth. You know what I said to them? Group yourself into 4. I'm going to open businesses for you. After open businesses, I will write a proposal. We'll write a proposal for you. We'll design a logo for you. We'll design a business plan for you. We're going out there. You design your own water. We're going to make sure that the Pakistani they buy water from you, whether they like it or not, or they can take their stuff and go. Checkers and ShopRite that came into our township, if they don't buy from you, they can take their ShopRite and go. We will open our own one. It's high time that we take the means of production. It's either through revolution or through amicably. It's their choice now. And we're moving around and telling them the same thing. We're telling all the youth. Next week I'll be in Soweto. I'll be addressing 4,000 youth. That other week I'll be addressing 2,000 youth in VAR. We're moving around the country. Now we're telling the youth, open your own business. We're taking over. We're going to take land. And don't take land and grab it and put mkuku. We don't want you to put mkuku. We want you to put businesses. We want your own businesses. Bake bread there. We're going to force these people to buy bread from you. Now we're taking the means of production in our own hands. We've closed a couple of mines and said these mines don't belong to you. They belong to the kings. They are closed as we speak. Kings must take over the mines.
What do you mean you've closed mines? What?
In Witbank, in Dover, we've closed 3 mines. They don't belong to those guys, those white guys. They belong to the kings.
What happened?
Kings must take over their mines.
Tell us the story.
They're mining illegally.
Abelum.
They're mining illegally. Go Konamanje, let's tell the mining DMR. Now, let's go with DMR toward their mines now and check if they comply. I can tell you now, 60% of those mines, they don't comply. You know why? They eat with DMR. They're mining illegal. They're busy directing us to Mazamazam. They're the ones who are Zamazaming. Their mines are not legal. They don't comply. Let them show us the compliance of their mines. They don't comply, but they're mining.
So what happened? Like, you found out that there were mines, and then you went. What happened? What's the story?
The king says it's my land. So show us the document, and shows us, no, this is my land. So okay, we go to the miner. Is it your land? I've got title deed. Don't tell us about title deed. We want to know, is it yours? Who did you buy it from? Because this man has never sold this land. Who and where did you buy it from?
No.
Show us your document. When we arrive there, they don't even have the mining rights, but they are mining coal. Kungenama truck are there, lots and lots of trucks. You know why? Because they eat with DMR. These guys that they're putting, these so-called politicians that they in the minister, they say is the minister of minerals. You know why is the minister of minerals? It's for him to eat there. He's protecting those mines. He's eating.
How do you know? You're speaking so boldly.
Let them come. Then abakutungsu asambe so check up mine la. I'm sure let's go check them. We have so much time. Let's go. Let's start there in Northwest. We are very patient. Let's move and check them one and see if they comply. Up until up there to Mpuma, to Nkomas, up and there to Messina, up to Cape Town. Let's see if they comply. Let's start. And sue me, then let's start. And let's see who's going to sue who after that.
So you're saying the Minister of Minerals, or Pagati inside?
They're inside. We went and closed this other mine called Seriti there. They were telling some of the people there, they were telling us about the minister is here. You must not close. It's not my friend, he's your friend. It's got nothing to do with the minister. I'm not friends with corrupt people. Right now we are activists. Till now, when you see us, you see the new version of Krisani and Steve Biko. We are not scared of these people. And we're not scared of anyone. We're going to transform this country, and we're going to take back the means of production and the minerals. We're going to take it either by revolution or by amicable, not through democracy. Democracy is not for us. It was not fashionable for us. Why now it must be fashionable? Democracy. It has never worked for us. We've got 31 years. What has it done for us? Especially black people. It has never worked for black person. Even politicians themselves, when they start talking and say, no, we're going to do this, we want land, no, they are in the hands of the capitalists. They are just there to divide us and believe in blue, believe in red, and believe in yellow, and believe in green. No, they are lying. They report to one person. So now the communities must stand. The government, we are the government. We must stand and say now, take your back and leave. We will govern ourselves. We are very smart. We have people that are sitting here who can govern. So it's high time that South Africa must stand.
So what has the African advocacy movement been up to then, and who are they?
You mean the Pan-Africanist? Pan-Africanism is just an ideology that it's not followed. It does not. Ideology must convict you, and when it convicts you, it becomes a philosophy. It's a belief system. If you look at all the presidents across Africa, do you see any conviction of the ideology of Pan-Africanism? So clearly, they must not. They just speak it, but it does not exist. In Burkina Faso, it does exist. That young man, Ibrahim Traoré, has convicted him. It's a philosophy. And the people that is working hand in hand with Niger, Gabon, Mali, you can name them, they are convicted. You see by how now they took over the minerals. He's producing his own orange, mango juice. Because he took that. He understands, as young as he is, He understands the conviction of Pan-Africanism. Those old ones are slaves. We are just waiting for their time. It's like the time of the Israelites when God took them for 40 years. The reason why he took them for 40 years is because of he saw that these people are slaves. If I take them to Canaan, by Moshe. So let me just take them around for 40 years so that they can produce their offspring who don't know slavery, so that they can go into Canaan. So you think we're on 21 years, 40 years is coming, it's generational. 40 years we are taking over. Because the offspring of those slaves, the late, are coming out. We are the offspring of Steve Biko. We have the offspring of Chris. Even Tata Mandela, we are his offspring. Now, we are their offspring. They are all, they are slaved. They will never rescue anyone. How do you utuma an old man? The people that will defeat it's the youth. That's the one that has energy. We are the ones that we are going to take over, and we are ready to take over. And we are saying that the kings must prepare themselves, all of them, all the monarchs, the Makosonke, the Litsitsa, the King Litsitsa, King Misizulu, King Mampuru, King Sekukune, they must prepare themselves. This thing of getting money from corporate is not working. Their community are suffering. They must stand. Their community are suffering. They must own the means of production. They must own the minerals.
And you know, you mentioned the King Womzulu. Well, Mrs. Zulu. I'm not sure if I'm seeing him in your guys' faction. Like when the kings are talking about coming together and unifying, I'm not seeing him inside these conversations.
So much about him. He has so much to learn, in all honesty. He must open his heart to learn from the old. He must seek guidance from the history, because he is going to be a failure of the kingdom of KwaZulu-Natal. He's going to be the downfall. He has to wake up and smell the coffee. He's on that throne. He's not dreaming. And he has to make decisive decisions. Because a king, you must not be weakly. You must be firm and disciplined. And you must reflect the history. You must be the reflection of the history. So he should be doing that.
Do you think the problem might be that because the white culture is very different from ours, and then we take our kids to these white, we groom them in white spaces, then he has to come and lead this traditional house, but even in his language and how he operates, you can tell Guti doesn't have the same reverence as someone, say, who has come from a village and grown up in the culture. So what do you think we're going to do about that and raising our future kings in these British empires?
Yeah, it's going to be very difficult. I think he should have done a smart move and reconcile with his brother, who was raised here, who understands the roots, the history, and put him very closer and get to understand more about the history. Why is it there, and why the modern or the ideology of the Romans? Because obviously he was raised in the Romans ideology. Democracy is a Romans ideology. That it does not intertwine with our roots. You know, in fact, it's against our roots. So he has to move from that cocoon. He has to move from that shell. If he does not move, then KZN will find itself as an outcast, because kings are coming together, definitely. And we need KZN because it's one of the strongest royal, the kingdom rather. It's one of the strongest kingdom.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, it's one of the strongest kingdom. So he needs to look into that, and we need to put a anger aside. We need to put fights. We need to put pride, egos aside, and we need each other. He needs his brother. No matter what, he needs his brother. That man knows the history. He's a warrior, that man. And we need to acknowledge that.
That's such a powerful concept. Imagine if Mrs. Zulu and Smagate were standing together.
I can tell you, no one is going to stop them. No one. And it must not be about power. It must be about collaboration as brothers.
Yes.
As brothers.
Because the thing is, if it was like that, Smagate wouldn't even be challenging. Because he'd be like, chill, everybody, chill. This is my brother. It's fine.
Let me give you a typical example. If people don't believe in the Bible, I'm repeating it again. That thing must reflect to it. It shows you wonders. Moses was born in the system of the Pharaoh, the Egyptian. But when God sent him to go and collapse the system, he called his brother, who was born in the roots and the culture of the Israelites.
Oh my goodness.
So he needed his brother for him to go there. Because he doesn't understand that system, those roots. He doesn't know it.
So King Mr. Zulu needs Smagate.
Because Smagate knows it very well. Uphila for all his lives. That's what he knows. And he's going to assist this one.
By the dog.
Then look at what happened to Moses and his brother, Aaron. This is what must happen to them. Because he's he's not from our roots. He knows nothing. He can read, but he knows nothing. Because read doesn't mean it will convict you. This man is convicted because he saw it, he felt it,
he lived it.
He lived it. It's in him, it's in his vein, in his system.
Sure.
Then bring the combination of the two. Wisdom and warrior. Bring them together. This one is a warrior.
Right.
Bring wisdom and warrior and see what's going to happen. As ropa. As simple as that. Bring those two together, you will see wonders. And you know what's going to happen? All the kings and the monarchs are going to fall.
Everyone will just come in line.
They're the foundation. Everyone. And we're going to take over the country. We are going to take over the country.
You know, I saw the other time I think it's the Bakhulukwe clan, you were in court with the entire president. Yes. Tell us what was going on.
Just to give you a bit of a history of Bakhulukwe, their forefathers are the one who started African Native National Congress. Yes.
Oh, Morena Tabo's been here, actually gave us the whole. Yeah. So we are.
Yeah. So basically, it started there.
Yes.
And it was changed to ANC, African National Congress. So the reason that they took them there is because the constitution, it doesn't come from South Africa. It was written outside the country. And the constitution does not state the importance of the kingdom and the importance of the nation as a whole. Those two key elements are not stated. And because they're not stated, ANC now is pushing the mandate of the discussion in what do you call that? Codes. It's not according to the Constitution of African Native National Congress how they wanted it to be run. It's a constitution of the capitalist. So now they are taking them to court and say, we want what belongs to us back because it belongs to our forefathers. They are the one who registered this. It took them a year to write the constitution. From 1916 to 1917, it took them a year to write that constitution. Now the constitution is there. So 1906 to 1907. Now the constitution is there. They're not utilizing it. And now the same child that they gave birth to, which is now called ANC, is not serving the interest of Black people. Does not bring even equality, doesn't even speak equality. They don't practice, they don't perform equality. It's worse. People are dying with this. We don't have a military force in South Africa. We're weak because of this government. If they want to attack us, they can attack us any day. No one is going to defend us. Weak. Because the man with the stature of Mkhwanazi are nowhere to be found. You know, even now the generals in the military force, they're tired. They're here. They're tired. They want nothing. They just want to leave. But they are worried that if they leave, what's going to happen to our country? Because you even have a head, a political head, who has no history of military. There's nothing, no history.
Kunjat.
Zero.
So he adds zero.
He adds zero.
So the people that he is leading are more qualified than him.
Yeah.
Yes.
Then it brings in your the cadre deployment. You bring people that are not even qualified again.
Banjalo, ANC.
That's why when you listen to Mkhwanazi, he says, I grew in this system. He grew in it. But people, Bona, they just take them babalahle.
Yep.
That's why they will never protect the interest of the country and its people. And now in Egypt, we've got Israelites that are here. How did they come in here? What do they want in Cape Town? So they're not in Cape Town. What do they want in Cape Town?
The Minister of Home Affairs, I get Kiloko.
Yeah, what do they want in Cape Town? What is their plan?
Gaza.
Yeah. So we as Soul of Africa, we have decided that we are going to have camps. We call them the rebirth of Azania. Those camps, what we're going to do, we're telling them now, we're preparing them. They must know. It's no longer a secret.
Hey, that's why I was like, I don't give the secrets away.
Maybe I should not say it.
Maybe, because us blacks, we love to put our plans in thingy.
Let me not say it, but I can tell you the secret. In the next 4 years, we're taking the country. We're taking it. They should watch. We're taking it back.
But some guys, need those assassinated.
We're taking it back.
So what are some of the things you guys have been busy with? And what were you here to tell us, actually?
Yeah. In fact, as we speak to you now, we are having skills development programs. Whether SETA or no SETA, we're training our kids. We train them how to own their means of production. We are registering their own businesses. We're helping them to do that. We're trying to fund them. And we're training them how to be militant, to be soldiers. We're training them to be disciplined. And we are telling our kids that move away from alcohol, leave it altogether. It's really helpful.
But the problem is the Zionists are using their celebrities, and they love their celebrities.
Yeah, and now our kids, we told them that there's no such thing as a celebrity. We want legends. We want people like you. You are a legend. You can tell us the history of where you come from, and look at where you are. We need people like you to teach those kids that what you see there, that fame, you have no idea.
But they don't believe me. They say that, no, you're just bitter. You're not rich like Mang Mang. You know, they come, because what happens is the Zionists put a lot of money behind the other girls and boys. And then they look flashy and they look like celebrities, but they don't own anything. They don't say anything. They are actually just clowns.
Yeah.
Clowns in the circus.
Yes, you're correct.
But then when the black youth is confronted with real leadership, they can't recognize it unless it's in a weave or it drives a G-Wagon. The black child can't recognize real black success.
It's because of the media of the capitalist, the Zionists. They're portraying lies, fake. But we thank God because we've got podcasts now. The Moya podcast that will tell the truth. And also you will be able to tell them the truth. And I can tell you, they will start believing because they're seeing it. Our kids now, they've turned into Instagram prostitutes. Instagram prostitutes. When these politicians want to sleep with someone, they go to Instagram. We're telling it as it is. They go to Instagram, they sleep with our kids, they give them 20,000.
Or such 20,000, 200,000.
200,000.
Yes.
So our kids are Instagram prostitutes. So you, the likes of DJs, those are legends. Those are core icons. that knows the industry. And you are the one that must change the industry. Altogether, you must transform it. You can start through podcast, but from there, you must take over the media side.
You know what's difficult also is that the government departments find us a threat, so we don't get support. I know even with me, the Department of Arts and Culture, instead of getting behind me or calling me or trying, instead they'll steal my ideas, they'll attack me, they'll alienate me, they'll antagonize me. So it's difficult. The authentic ones are facing battles that people can't even see.
And those are the battles that must be said. We must not keep quiet about that. Those are battles that must be said, you know. And when we take over, we are going to invest in such media. We are tired of the media that we see.
Because if South Africa was radio democracy, then the podcasters would have space. It wouldn't just be the podcasts that are, because there are podcasts that are supposedly left, but they platform Makhoa and they platform a white vision. And those are the podcasts that Makhoa will put money into, where it looks like that podcast is left, but it's actually not. The white capital are not going to sponsor and give sponsorships to podcasts that are Africanist.
True.
So it's so hard, because then the ones who are doing the real work are not getting the financial and capital backing, whereas then we continue this fake celebrity culture where the whites are behind this left podcast, but it's not left if you look properly.
Yeah, it's the time now where we need to also bring the podcasts that are the African podcasts that speak Africanism.
But King said so politically incorrect, because they're there, they exist.
We need to go there. We need to be there, you know. And with as little as we have, we need to assist each other, you know. Whatever that we get, we must invest on those podcasts. Our kids must listen to them. What we are starting, in fact, that we want to do for 4 years, our kids are going to be listening to your podcast only. On our TV, those are the only thing that they're going to listen to. That's what they're going to only.
Yep.
You're going to read the Black Consciousness book. They're no longer going to play anything. Now in our youth, now we're telling them that from now on, since you are part of us, we are training you. We're going to tell you what to listen to, what not to listen, what you must like, what you must not like. Whether they like it or not, that number of those kids, those million kids, when they subscribe, you'll get what you want. You'll get what belongs to you. And that is what will make us take the space of this capitalist who thinks that they own the media.
Because another thing is that Black people, we don't support each other. Like,
We don't.
people fear that I'll be successful, so they won't put in. And that's...
There's the ones that are going to support you. I'm not going to say it now, but they're the rejects in our country.
Yes.
Those rejects,
Yes.
I tell you now,
Yes.
when we look at the stats, they're 7.6 million.
Oh.
Those rejects are the ones that are going to support. No one wants them. No one cares about them. Are the ones that want to change their lives.
Yes, Tamak, because we indeed are the brick that the builders refused, and we are now the cornerstone. Indeed.
Yes.
Thank you. Is there anything else you want to tell us about the programs you guys are working with, and perhaps which kingdoms are involved?
Okay. We've got a couple of kingdoms are involved. They are under PACTA, and then all of them, they support the African Native National Congress. Myself as Kipwane Ramuncha, I've been ordained basically as a president of African Native National Congress. The first president, or rather the last president that was ordained or appointed, it was Makhado, Sefako Makhado.
Yes.
And after, between Sefako till now, the only one that was not appointed, but he at least played the role of pan-Africanism, it was Ntate Zuma. You know, he tried. You know, I think he saw this on his last term, he started realizing the importance of restoring the
Ownership.
Yes, he saw it, but it was too late. But at least, for the mere fact that he saw it, at least. And then it's me who's been appointed as the president. And for that, I'm not scared to tell them that we're going to take over the country. And we're not going to we're not going to sit back. We are going to take this by the horn.
Is there an email address or something that we can put on screen?
Yes.
For people to reach out to you?
Yeah, there is. And also I've got a civic organization called Soil of Africa.
Soil of Africa.
Yeah, it's doing wonders on the ground.
Wait, give us the email address so that we can put it on screen before you go.
Bongani. Bongani Ramoncha.
Ramoncha,
RAMONTJA at soilofafrica.org.
At Soil of Africa.
So it's Bongani with an I.
So BONGANI RAMONTJO.
JA. Yeah, it's soilofafrica.org.
At Soil of
Yes.
Okay. We're putting it on screen for you guys.
.org. Yes.
We're putting the email address there on screen, guys, in case some royal families that need to connect with Morena Bongani. Yes, sorry. And you were saying?
I wanted to say that we are having a fill-up Standard Bank Arena.
Okay.
Coming soon in March. That's where we're going to unveil the truth about South Africa.
So it's the Kings. The Kings are doing a fill-up.
All the Kings are going to be there.
That's
We're
incredible.
doing the fill-up Standard.
Who is it organized by?
It's organized by Soil of Africa.
Okay.
So we are the ones who are we are the head of it. We're running there. So that's what's going to happen.
Obviously, Moya is going to be a media partner in that.
Thank you very much.
We will definitely be there and cover it. So have we covered everything that you wanted to tell us today?
Yes, I think I've covered everything. And then lastly, I want to say to the youth of South Africa that they must be patient with the process that we bring into them. We're bringing programs to them. Some they might have stipend. Now they're closing stipend for us because of the radicalness, and they've seen what we're bringing. So they should no longer concentrate on the stipend. They must concentrate on what we're giving them. We've got excellent people who knows handiwork, who have done electrical engineering, some of robotics. They've designed cars. We've got a car that was designed by one of our youth. I think we should bring that car. We've got a robot that was designed by one of our youth. So we want to say to our kids that be patient. We're coming to you. We want to empower you. We're going to open companies for you. We're going to write a business plan for you. We're going to NYDA. If they don't give you the funding, we're closing it. We're going to march and close it until they fund you, because we want to meet their requirement. And after meeting their requirement, they must fund you because that money belongs to their parents. It's their tax money. Thank you very much.
Damaku, thank you so much. Guys, the Kings are gathering. The Kings are gathering so that we can have a better future for our youth. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you for liking, sharing, and subscribing. Please remember that if there's anything that you need to be put in the community, come through. Our home is your home. Moya ulight, Moya upright. Later.